Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for a special Harley Quinn Season 3, Episode 11, a very problematic Valentine's Day special. Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first, and we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos, my vast video library, and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, please hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. And if you feel lucky or you feel like gambling, hit that bell down below. And YouTube may or may not notify you when I come on live. Best thing to do is go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media there, all links to my pages. And also, if you look underneath the schedule, there is future stuff as what's coming up. You know, not everything is on there, but a good majority of stuff is on there. So let's get started, shall we? Ooh. Spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode, special, whatever you want to call it. So if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. Give me enough time to pause. All right. There we go. So yeah, I knew this thing was coming down the pipe a little bit. I actually put this on the schedule a little while back, and it did not disappoint. It was double the length of a normal episode. So normally the episodes are 22 minutes long, and so this one was 44 minutes long. So obviously a double episode, and it didn't disappoint, like I said. So all this is happening on Valentine's Day, and Harley wants to make it a special day for Ivy, because she goes over the top on things, and obviously shit goes wrong because that's what Harley does. She makes shit go wrong. I have to admit, I love the whole When Harry Met Sally vignettes that they were doing with all the couples. They start off, of course, the Superman and Lois, and the whole he's forgetful thing, and she's filling in what he does, and they're doing this for all these different couples. And the one that was unexpected that made me fucking laugh my ass off was the Dark Side one. So Dark Side, and they never mention who's sitting next to him, but I'm fairly sure it was Kimberly Gilfiani or Guilford, or whatever her fucker name is, the one that's dating Cokehead Jr., Trump Jr. There. So the whole thing with him meeting her at the Republican National Convention, and telling her to sit beside him, or he'll kill her. And then, of course, her asking for his last three bank statements. And that's when he fell in love. And then she doesn't say anything the entire time, and that little smirk on her face. I almost peed myself laughing, because that was like just perfect. I mean, just absolutely perfect. Um, the other stuff in here is great as well. I mean, having Etrigan being owning a shop that sells love potions and just magic shit in general made me laugh. And having John Stamos being the voice of Etrigan really did make me laugh as well. I didn't realize who it was until I started looking in the credits, and it just made me laugh even harder that Etrigan was the voiced by John Stamos. Hey, Penn. Nah, you're not late. You're good. Um, yeah, this is a great episode all the way around. Having uh, you know, Poison Ivy does not want anything. She never wants anything grandiose, big, or anything like that. And of course, that's all Harley can do. And so Harley, of course, hires Etrigan to give Ivy this big show, if you will. And of course, it doesn't work. And the only way, Harley's able to find out is she has to steal Wonder Woman's magic lasso, put it around Ivy, and ask her, "Is this the best Valentine's Day you ever had?" And she goes, "No, it's the top three." So yeah, it was John Stamos. There's a lot of voice actors in here that were kind of amazing. For this episode, of course, Alan Tudyk plays Clayface, But once he gets cut in half, by Captain Boomerang after he gets catfished, uh, and falls in love with his ass. So the top half of his body falls in love with the bottom half of his body, and he's voicing both of them. And he actually is creating a little bit of a different voice for the ass. And it's a magical episode. That's all I can say. This is this was a fun episode, and I'm gonna go back and rewatch it again just because it is really fucking funny. But the whole thing of Harley going back to Etrigan and getting a potion that's going to make uh, Ivy orgasm, which is what starts this whole thing in the to begin with. And she kisses Ivy. Ivy immediately becomes horny. They go to town. Ivy has the best orgasm of her life, which releases a bunch of fucking flower petals all over Gotham, which anybody who comes in contact becomes instantly horny. So everyone in the town is fucking, which is problematic for Bane, because Bane's story, which again, I love Bane, I am Gotham's reckoning. I love Bane's, the whole thing is he's really just looking for a date. And of course, he gets dragged into unwittingly, he gets dragged into S&M on S&M session with Betty, and yeah, it's she actually likes him and says, "Hey, why don't you come back to my place after they service her client?" And she mentions though how the client had a small dick. And Bane's like, "Wait a minute, that was an average sized dick," So of course he goes to Etrigan to get a potion to grow his penis, which Etrigan, of course, knows exactly what he wants. And of course, he doesn't read the label beforehand, which is that he needs to he shouldn't be taking human growth hormones while using that potion. And so not only does he start growing big, like giant size, but he also gets hit by poison ivy's orgasm petals and becomes super horny and starts fucking skyscrapers all across Gotham. I wish I could make this up, but I'm not. Um, And it's just the funniest fucking thing. You're having all of this going on at the same time, and in the meantime, they keep cutting into, the when Harry met Sally, little vignettes here and there as they're going back and forth between, Ivy and Harley, trying to fix shit, Bane trying to fuck skyscrapers, what's going on with Clayface because he doesn't want to touch the other half of himself to be absorbed, and they're both in love with each other at this point. Um, and just everything in general. It's just this snowball effect that Harley Quinn is so good at. This show is so good at. And I agree with you, Penn. The writers are fantastically warped to come up with something like this and to just it's a great show. I mean, they do a great job, and this is the pinnacle of their writing so far. I mean, I'm hoping they're coming back for actually I know they're coming back for a season 4, but then again it's HBO Max, so who knows if it's actually gonna coming back or not. They could fucking just cancel this show out from under them as well. But this was a great episode. Excuse me. And then the end, of course, you have they have to turn off Bane. So they have Clayface grow large, become Brett Goldstein, who plays himself, by the way, and list all of Bane's turnoffs, and which is the most hilarious thing. It's just the way he uses words, turns off Bane, and it's just they did a great job of this. And in the end of it all, you know, Bane actually does end up getting together with Betty. Um, she comes and finds him, and it's just yeah, it's a good episode, and everything's the heart of the show is always in the right place, uh, even though it's fucking warped, and people might not agree with what happens with these DC characters because, oh my God, it's canon. You can't do that to them. It's a fucking other universe. Just get over it. It's fun. It's it's twisted and it's funny. It really is. It's really fucking funny. So it was a great episode. I'm enjoying this. I'm looking forward to season 4 when it comes back out. And if you haven't watched it yet, and why are you coming here? Well, you're getting the review to find out what's going on there. Go and watch it. There's a lot more stuff in there than what I just mentioned. So great stuff. What else do I have going on for the rest of this week? Well, tomorrow is going to be the Bad Batch. It's only a single episode this time of the Bad Batch, a single episode of the Bad Batch. Thursday, I'm going to be off because I'm going to go see Quantum Mania. I've got my tickets for Quantum Mania on Thursday. Friday is going to be, that's right. I'm doing another episode of Is It Worth My Time? And this time it's going to be Lockwood and Company. That's going to be on Friday. And it looks like Saturday I'm going to be off as well as Sunday. And then, of course, we roll back around to Monday of next week. And that's when The Last of Us returns to Mondays because it's going to be on Sunday again. I'm just going to see what else I've got here because I never remember what I put up there. Now that, The Legend of Vox Machina is gone, or I should say done for season 2, and season 3 should be coming out. Yeah, we have The Mandalorian coming up on March 1st. So that is all I've got so far. Yeah. And next Tuesday will be another episode of Is It Worth My Time? And it's going to be Ant-Man Quantumania. There you have it. So you're watching Vox Machina right now, Penn? Is that what you're watching? So yeah, it's good stuff as well. I'm looking forward to. There's a lot of good stuff coming out this year, and there's gonna be a lot of good DC stuff coming out this year too. Lockwood, you're watching Lockwood and Company. Okay, yeah. So it's a good thing I postponed it then. All right. With that said, I'm gonna let you guys go for the night. This is gonna be a short one, I know. And yeah, it's just good TV. Go and watch it. Thank you, everybody. Well, I should say thank you, Penn, for joining me in the chat. And thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, you know who you are out there. Take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. If you like what you see there, please hit that subscribe button down there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. And if you want to know when I'll be on live again next, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it every week. Also have all the links to my social media and all the links to my pages as well. All righty. Thank you, everyone. I will see you again tomorrow for the Bad Batch. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may wind up putting some lotion on that Johnson that you probably shouldn't have done in the first place because, just be honest about it. Thanks, everybody. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night. Stay safe, be well, take care, wear those masks, get those vaccine shots, get the boosters as well. I don't worry about the boosters, and stay safe out there, everyone. And happy Single Awareness Day. See you, everyone. See you tomorrow. Good night.